Apparently, there are some allegations against PirateSoftware. Again, are they real this time? I'm not a big fan of PirateSoftware. He strikes me kind of as like a know-it-all and a pro gamer, in quotes. Like, can't admit his mistakes. He seems like the type of person that'll fake gameplay for views. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I've learned some things from PirateSoftware. He is a smart guy. But I think that he may not think it himself. He may not say it out loud that he's the smartest guy on Earth. But he probably thinks he's smarter than most. And I think he's just as dumb as the rest of us. So what are these allegations? This is from Tectone, so it's probably going to be a reaction to a reaction.
Once again, that PirateSoftware finds himself in another sticky situation. I honor myself a commentary channel that doesn't particularly have any motive to want to destroy anybody or paint them in a bad light, because
True, same.
everybody who I don't like paints themselves that way already, and everything else I just try to be incredibly fair on. A person put out a tweet about their
Oh no, not a tweet!
experience with PirateSoftware, and PirateSoftware has put out his response towards that person as well. We're gonna go over all of this.
Oh, it's not a reaction to a reaction. Okay, so this is like an actual video.
We're gonna go over all of this, and I'm gonna give you guys my take. But there's a lot of reading here to do. There's a lot of screenshots to look over. It is important that right now there is kind of a witch hunt for Thor right now.
There has been for a while. And I mean, I don't really like the guy, but I don't think that we should just get rid of him. Like, he's not that bad. He's just kind of douchey, which is alright.
He's been getting shit for a lot of things, some valid, some not. And I just wanted to give a fair analysis of what's actually going on right now. So let's get into this shit right here.
My analysis is probably going to be very unfair, but you know, that's the way it goes around here.
All right, so this is from Lyric Wolf. And once again, PirateSoftware's response at the end of it: do not watch this video, get half context, and then start spewing shit. We're going to handle this situation with delicacy, as we always do. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about this shit. Let's see who's bullshitting. Let's get to the truth of this, because there's person A's perspective, there's person B's perspective, and then there's the truth. Let's see what's going on here. When I was 20 years old, Jason Thor Hall, aka PirateSoftware, age 31 at that time, emotionally abused me and manipulated me for sexual and financial gain.
Wow, that's crazy. Gonna have to provide evidence on that one.
All right, I do want to say this. 20 and 31 is perfectly legal. In my opinion, I believe this is already attempting to poison the well and say, guys, there's the really big age difference, which means that I'm the victim. I think this is goofy as shit.
True. Yeah, you're gonna have to provide more than that, because from outside looking in, this sounds like bullshit. Sounds like a relationship that got soured.
I think this is made in complete bad faith. I think this is obviously trying to push a narrative. Already off the get-go, not really a fan. And they even made a website called PirateSoftware.sucks.
Yeah, feels like a sour relationship to me.
I think this person is very obviously trying to push a narrative from
True.
the fucking get-go. That is just my gut instinct. I'm gonna continue going forward here. Thor's action had a severe impact on my life, causing me to give up in being a uni student and a creator.
Sounds like a you problem. Like, even if something bad happens to you, like, push through it. Like, what the fuck? Everybody nowadays is just a bunch of pussies. Can't do nothing.
Okay. Thor's friend and business partner, Shay, aka River Makes Fish Bones, at age 22 at the time. Well, at first, sympathetic in my situation would ultimately be a willing accomplice with Thor silencing me. On my YouTube channel, I would upload piano transcriptions from music on video games, among them indie games such as Undertale, Celeste, and One Shot. In February 2018, I would transcribe and publish back a track from Thor's games, Heartbound. We started talking about copyright. On August 26, 2018, I would make a large donation of $800 to Thor while he was streaming on the development of his game. From that moment onward, Thor suddenly expressed immense romantic interest in me. On the next day, Thor, unprovoked, initiated erotic roleplay with me. He started to shower me with affection, praise, and attention.
But did you join in on the roleplay? Or did you say that's creepy and weird? Stop it. Because from what I'm hearing, you didn't do that.
Making me feel special and valued, love bombing. All right? Loving that. We're once again completely in bad faith. Represent us. He said that he really liked me. It's a love bomb. It's a manipulation tactic. Great, guys.
Love bombing is such bullshit, man. That's how you flirt. That's how you get into relationships, possibly. You're never gonna get nowhere if you're just silent in the corner and like, hey, hey, look at this cool thing, and never telling the person that you like that. That's some little kid shit. That's like passing a note, like, hey, do you like me? Circle yes or no.
Never do anything on the internet. Never date. Never sext. Never have sex. Never talk to a woman. Never talk to a man. Because I promise you, there's enough stupid people on the internet to fall for dumbass posts like this.
Yeah, if you have any kind of following, any kind of money, and you try and date somebody, you're using your power to manipulate. There's a power imbalance. It's fucking stupid.
Keep going here. However, when I would express any reluctance to commit to him and sully him, he would shame me by calling me corrupt or clueless. Okay, let's read it. I was just wondering if you want to hop into a call tonight, and wonder if not tonight, then something else. Ooh woo.
That's so cringe, man. That's so gross.
Okay, yes, every day, like I said, silly. My night shift starts in 20 minutes. If you're awake after, we should call. Oh, right. But yes, my plan is to be on voice with you every day. You really make my life a ton better. You make mine better too. You're so good to me.
That sounds normal. That sounds like normal pre-relationship roleplay dating type stuff. This is how I talked to my ex before we started dating.
Okay. This seems very fine. I super don't trust you after this little side quest, so what do you want? No, like, I don't trust you. You did something really fucking messed up here. You could have just come to me any fucking time and been like, yo, I'm turned on right now. It was when you were asleep, to be fair. Our sleep schedules don't exactly align. Who gives a fuck if I was asleep? Wait, sorry I fucked someone else, but you were asleep at the time, so... After conflating role-playing with real-life sex, Thor accuses Lyric of cheating. Okay. No, right now I'm super not. You broke my trust and showed me you could easily cheat on me on a whim. Are you saying you're interested in the casual thing with me, but not a serious one? I'm attracted to you, but I'm not ready for a commitment yet. So sexual stuff with me, but also with others then.
Sounds like sexual deviancy to me. Sounds like Thor was looking for a relationship and the other person was like, nah, I want to fuck around.
I just want to be friends or close friends, you know? So if the situation with me being one of the multiple friends with benefits things, I kind of don't want to be into it. I understand. Does that change any of your answers? Yes, I want to be friends or close friends. Okay, so Thor thought that you guys were closer than that, and then you did sexual RP with somebody else, and he was upset by that because he thought that you had something deeper than that.
Fucking Thor, come on, man. You got online brain. Go talk to a real person. This person that you were talking to is basically just a chat bot.
That's a pretty normal response, to be completely honest. So in short, she's a whore. Oh no, these are both men. To my knowledge.
What? What the fuck? I didn't see that coming. Excuse me.
These are both men. Let me see if I can actually figure that out real quick.
No fucking shot.
Yes, guys, gay people in fact do exist. They're a dude.
Yeah, but Thor didn't strike me. Okay, maybe the old version of Thor kind of struck me as gay, but current version of Thor doesn't strike me as gay. That's fucking... That was a curveball.
Dude, yes. And they're a furry.
A gay furry. What the fuck? Yeah, Thor has, like, spent way too much time on the internet. It has broken his brain. But still, this Lyric person that's trying to take him down is full of shit. This is a total non-issue.
This is fun. Okay.
Yeah, good sign that this person is fucking insane.
So this is really exciting. Okay. So this...
That Mario picture is unhinged. And it would be like a total normal post. It'd be funny if I posted it. But with all of the furry content and then you post that, I think this person's just a little bit sideways, you know?
This is really exciting. Piano Dog. He make the things work. Great. So they said it's a dude. After he manipulated me into asking him to date me. Wait, what? After he manipulated me into asking him to date me, he was able to convince me to act the part of a committed relationship.
Probably not even like real dating, probably just like online dating, like in this text format, like talking to a chat bot. It's fucking weird. But people do that. That's how Andrew Tate got all of his money.
Without being official by blaming my hesitation in the first place. I just want to be able to give you the time you deserve. What does that even mean? I'm a double-time student. I just have a total mess right now in terms of responsibilities. I just don't know if I can handle more stress. I was infatuated with you when we first met. This single word tells a lot about Thor's desires. He wants Lyric to have an unhealthy attachment to him.
Well, an unhealthy attachment to him. I mean, wanting a relationship, I'd say that's pretty fucking healthy. What are you talking about? Even though this, like, would be a weird online relationship, still, it's healthier than being a sexual deviant and just wanting to sleep around with everybody. Even though this is kind of, I don't know, this is such a weird situation. The whole, like, online chatting aspect just fucks everything up for me.
Oh my God. So this is a great word that I hope you guys will learn, and I hope you guys will understand. This is called poisoning the well. And what poisoning the well means
Poison the well, my enemies have spoken now.
Is it's a type of informal fallacy where adverse information about a target is preemptively presented to the audience with the intention of discrediting or ridiculing something that the target person is about to say, right? So essentially laying the groundworks to let you know why this one sentence actually means something way worse than you think it does by giving you false context.
Yep. That's how a lot of people online present information. They're just like, actually, this thing is a lot worse than you think it is. I see it in titles for videos a lot too. You don't hate insert thing here enough.
Yeah, so I mean, I think this is super disingenuous. When we first met, yes, I was obsessed, really, especially when you said you wanted a voice call every day. That made me really happy. BC means a lot to me. What changed? Notice how direct he is about resolving the problem. From my side, it changed when you started, in your own words, flirting around. Thor is trying to constructively resolve the problem, offering info into this investigation.
What the fuck is happening here, man? I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. These people need to get offline. They need to get off the internet for a little while. Go stay in a cabin.
Every single word they type, they're giving false context to in order to paint a narrative that doesn't fucking exist off of perfectly normal responses. You said you have a better idea of what you want for your future. What is it you want?
Maybe he'll learn a lesson to not chat about sexual things with random people online. This isn't even really that random, but like, don't do it at all. Probably.
I want to be stable and focus on one person. Vague, but positive at least. Ideally, the end goal is to live with my significant other. I guess that'd be obvious though, wouldn't it? Surprise face. Or rather, I guess it's one of my many end goals. Well, I guess I wish you luck then. It's a good, solid, positive plan. Nod. Ooh woo. At first I thought you meant with me.
That fucking ooh woo. Get out of here with that. What is this? 2018? Is that when that was popular? I don't even remember. It was a while ago when that became a thing. Out of nowhere. Everybody was doing it.
But it's clear you didn't. I'm going to go back to coding. Thor disengages the conversation, punishing Lyric by denying him conversation, engagement, and attention.
He wanted a relationship. You said no. You wanted to sleep around. He was like, fuck. Okay, bye. And then you got mad about it. Alright.
Oh, so let me get this right. So when Thor says good things, he's love bombing and being abusive and manipulating you. When he doesn't talking to you, he's abusing you by denying you a conversation.
This person's got online oppression brain. Everything that happens to him is oppression. Does this guy just like have constant bad days and everything about the day sets him off? That's what it's feeling like to me. And that's a shitty way to live.
This might be the biggest load of shit I have ever seen in my entire life.
Well, definite exaggeration, but it's up there.
Holy fuck. I don't even know if you would want me after all this. I like you. Good luck with coding.
That is total fucking acting manipulation bullshit. Get out of here with that. What the fuck? Like you. I like you. I don't even know how they were trying to present that. That's fucking weird. They think that this is a movie. Or this person. I don't think PirateSoftware thinks that this is a movie. I think PirateSoftware was like, I wanted a relationship, now I'm out. So I mean, the person is a furry, so they probably think they're in a cartoon.
You love bombed him! You love bombed him right here!
Yup. Hypocrites. Every single time. You can see it coming from 10 miles away.
Oh, man, you're going to prison. You're going to prison because you love bombed him yourself. Oh, man, you even ooh-wooed him. That's a thirst trap right there. Yep, you love bombed him and you thirst trapped him. Man, oh, man. Thor, I would like to date you. Surprise face. I felt like I should be more direct about that. Yes, it's a much nicer change. Reinforce that Lyric needs Thor to approve. Oh my God. I almost don't even want to finish reading this. This is the most pathetic person I have ever seen.
I don't want to read it. I'm glad Tectone's reading it, because I wouldn't read it otherwise.
I'm glad you like it. Now my question is to you, Thor, would you like to date me? As long as we don't have any more surprises like this, yes, I'd like a week for things to calm down. Okay, that's fair. Guys, this is like very healthy conversation. It's completely normal. Throughout our conversation, he constantly pushed for us to meet at TwitchCon 2018. He would really bring up how nice it would be to see me there and how he would have a lot of fun, even counting down the days till we meet. I'm going to have a lot of fun with you at TwitchCon. Angry kitty face. Woo? Cuddling is also on my list if we have time for that. Love bomb. I call Big Spoon. Okay. How unfortunate it would be if some innocent cuddle turned into something more. Love bomb. You're saying that you want to rape him. Okay, sorry guys. Super wanty, 15 days, 5 days.
What the fuck, man? I don't want to be hearing about this gay shit.
Complete normal. Once again, complete normal.
Well, kinda.
We met up at TwitchCon 2018 as planned on October 26th. On the first day, we roamed with Shay and some other streamers. By the night, we went to a bar, but I could not join as I was underage. The age of drinking, not underage, the age of consent. They were 20 when you can't drink till 21. Later that night, Thor excused himself from the bar to join me in my hotel room. On the second day, while we were roaming without Thor, Shay mentioned that Thor has a secret wife after we went back to Thor's hotel room. I mentioned him asking about a wife, which he denied and blamed me for misunderstanding. Thor refused to talk, so I messaged Shay. As far as I knew, we were fooling around and seeing if we were compatible. You've been pushing a lot for commitment kind of thing, but I have a lot of work stuff going on and not at the time. And a wife, apparently. Is there a ring on my finger? Lol. There's not. I just heard about it. That's all.
This person seems like an emotional wasteland. You walk out there and there's just landmines everywhere.
Neat. I don't want to jump to conclusions, so I just wanted to talk, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make it weird. It's a bit weird. Yeah, they went about that in a super weird way. How about it just, hey, I heard some weird stuff. Could we talk? I explained my situation to Shay when I asked if it was true. I sent screenshots of me guiding Thor to my room. Shay was sympathetic and would tell me that Thor and Thor were sexual partners and had agreed to be open at the con as long as they communicated with each other. Shay was devastated that Thor broke their trust by sleeping with me and mentioned Thor about his uncommunicated infidelity. Thor blamed me and denied any involvement with either myself or Shay. After I left the room, he blocked me. I'm sorry. Nah, dude, you're not. Sending logs to Shay. What? I don't know what you want. Please leave me alone. You showed Shay logs of our conversation, and now he's talking about me to them. Why would that ever be okay is beyond me. I have no words for you right now. If you would just told me what was going on, I would have been fine with it. Don't really care, dude. Nothing's even going on.
This is some straight up high school drama bullshit. These people never left like junior high. This is so cringe. I'm cringing so hard. I kind of love it though. It's kind of hilarious, but fuck.
Yeah, I'm going to be real. I'm not even going to, you know what? I'll read these for comedy effects. Darvo reverse. Deflection of responsibility. Note that Thor now has a lot to say about this, but not a lot to say on the above, as shown of his use by just repeating what Lyric said.
Well, you're not really dating, so it's not really any of your fucking business. And if he says that, no, I'm not actually married, then that's that. Leave it at that.
Thor now feels he can safely re-engage with the conversation now that he has reversed the blame. Darvo reverse. Thor frames Lyric as the aggressor, asking Lyric to leave him alone as if Lyric is harassing him. Darvo attack reverse. What the fuck is this, a fucking Pokemon card? Accusing Lyric of malicious intent, even if there are valid reasons instead of seeking clarity. Darvo denial. Gas.
Dude, it straight up does sound like a fucking tactical RPG.
Lighting and dismissing Lyric's perception of reality. Thor is saying Lyric is making problems out of nothing.
Darvo, denial.
This is the most retarded ass shit I've ever seen. I was able to take this seriously for about 2 sentences. Guys, I want to remind you that this load of bullshit has 1.2 thousand likes. If people don't think that Lyric has an agenda because they're bitter as fuck about what happened 7 fucking years ago, and they're just trying to push a narrative to destroy somebody they once cared about,
I don't think any of those people that are liking that are gonna have any power to affect PirateSoftware in any way.
Man, isn't that familiar? I don't really know what else to fucking tell you, bro. This is the most disingenuous post I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Gengar, use Darvo reverse. Chimchar, use Darvo attack. Let's keep going here. So PirateSoftware responds and says, After let me lower my voice to sound like Pirate Software. After 5 years, you've come back around to pushing this LARP on again because I'm a big creator now. It didn't work in 2020 because everyone called you on your shit, and it's not going to work now. My dad works at Blizzard. You were a massive donator to our game in the very beginning and tried to use that to get both close to River Makes and myself. It worked, and we were good friends for a bit there. When you were in the sphere of friendship, you tried to push that something sexual, and I turned you down. After that, you went after Shay and made her so uncomfortable that she panics when thinking about that convention center to this day and doesn't want you to go to conventions anymore. Then you changed back all of your donations and tried to cripple our studio. Your own BF at the time warned us about how toxic and dangerous you were. Dude wasn't wrong. Hey, I've been there before. You spent the last 4 months working on this hit piece website and showing your GitHub.
Bro, if you were warned about how toxic the person was, why'd you keep fucking with him? Sounds like Thor was thirsty.
The last 5 years trying to form the perfect argument to try to take me down. Before that, you edited our logs and made up some weird hypersexual cartoon of who I am.
Yeah, exactly. Every time. These people, especially furries, you can tell when you go to their profiles that they're hypersexual. That's all they got on their minds is sexual stuff all the time. And they're emotional firebombs.
Hell, your own website has you talking about in third person, typing as if you're speaking from my perspective all over it. This shit is unhinged and pathetic. You're a fucking parasitic piece of shit, and you need to leave us the fuck alone. See you in 2030 when you inevitably try this shit again. Bacon!
Yep. Congratulations, Thor. You got out of this one. Good. Don't talk to furries.
Great response. Did the voice to make it a little bit light of a pretty uncomfortable situation.
And if you go into like Thor's Discord, you can kind of really get a vibe of what Thor's into because everybody there is a gay furry. It's so weird.
I think this is just another person trying to push a narrative that they're bitter, that they got caught being a piece of shit. I think Pirate Software absolutely dunked, bodied, and annihilated this fucking retard.
True.
And heart to the chat for Pirate. I got nothing but love for him. CCs are gonna experience.
I still don't like him. He's still weird. Kind of a douche. But you know, I don't think he's like a bad guy or anything.
Shit like this every day. The crazies are coming from every single corner, and I'll be real, I'm sure a lot of low-tier commentary channels are going to try to turn this into Pirate Software being a weirdo. He's not. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Well, no, he actually is a weirdo, but I'm not gonna hate him for it. I'm just gonna kind of not really like him, but not dislike him. I'm neutral on him.
The person that is involved is a fucking schizo, and that's my opinion. You can disagree with you want, but you're wrong, and that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, and sorry you have to deal with that shit, Pirate.
Well, he kind of knew what he was getting into. He should have known, like, when people... I don't see how people never see this kind of stuff, and they do see it, but they don't care, and they, like, work past it. I've got a friend who, like, dates all kinds of crazy women all the time, and we tell him, we warn him ahead of time, and he's like, yeah, man, I know. And then he goes through some bullshit, and we're like, bro, we told you. You even said you know. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm gonna listen to you next time. And then he does it again. Hopefully Pirate Software is done with that shit. If not, then I'm gonna be here to make fun of him. Buy a t-shirt down there in the description. I'm out.